Talk about the difficulty of going back to back.
Well, I'll tell you this. When you commit to something during the off season, man, and you have confidence and belief in yourself, and the way these kids worked out all off season, man, coming up off that last state championship year last year with that 2022 special class, these kids picked up that torch, man, and I'm telling you, they were ready to run with it. So I mean, there was no looking back. I had no doubt how we would finish, this season. All confidence.
No, sir. Were you nervous? At first, yes. But once I got throughout practice, I was feeling it, so the jitters was out.
Talk about what it's like to have a first dance like you had.
I mean, I just trust this guy right here. I just know he can go up there and go get it, so I just believe in anybody. I just trust my team.
Jordan, talk about your chemistry with this guy. 2 weeks in a row, he just comes in out of nowhere in the middle of the game a week ago, and now you've had like 4 touchdown receptions from him.
Man, me and Early been my quarterback since freshman year. Our JV year, he's always been my quarterback. He made a switch to receiver last year. So me and him always been like that. Since JV, we built that up. And we were teammates since then. So it's my brother right there.
Nolan, I know you wish you could have been out there after having a great season, but talk about your feelings about what you saw from your understudy.
I wouldn't really call him my understudy. I call him, but just throughout the week, I knew, we all knew he was nervous coming into this game, so I just told him that I got confidence in him, I believe in him. I knew he was going to be able to get the job done. Y'all saw it when he did in the first half.
Coach, you never seem to have any panic whatsoever in your voice, even that much concern about the fact that you lost this guy. After all those games, being a 49ers fan, does it kind of remind you of Steve Young coming in for Joe Montana?
I tell you what, man. Our heart went out for Nolan last week. It still touches us. When we think about it. You can hear the cracking in my voice, man. But I had no doubt that Jayden would pick it up and be able to handle it. Nolan stayed in these guys' ear throughout the entire week. He was an extension of our coaching staff. I mean, last night I go into their rooms to check on the guys, and they're up late at night coaching, watching film, and you can't feel nervous when you have that type of work happening from your kids, man. When your kids are able to do that and rally around one another, I'm going to be confident all the time. I'll put my money on these guys any moment.
Mychal and Anthony, Heritage put you guys backs against the wall early in the game, and especially with having a new quarterback, it felt like it could have been a confidence thing if you didn't stop him. Talk about being able to stop him in the red zone twice before you scored. Start with you, Mychal.
When we got backed up early in the game, I just thought, we need to stop and set the tone early. And once we did, I think the whole momentum shifted in the game because we showed we're not no pushovers and we just handled our business. And then after that, the rest was history.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys got in that backfield and that quarterback all day long. The two of you had 6 sacks between you. Why were you able to do that, and particularly early?
Because we worked hard with the, I believe we have the #1 defensive line coach in the state. We were in sir. So yeah, I really don't know.
We just looked on the coach the other day. He the man.
Yes.
Coach, you're here in 2018, and it doesn't feel the same way as it did against Heritage today. But you like playing here because last year you go back to back after last year. What is it like getting that monkey off your back with Heritage, or is that something that doesn't even enter your head today?
No weight on our back. We just couldn't wait to see him again. So we had this moment today, and we were looking forward to it. This is what we wanted. We wanted this from the very beginning. Didn't want no other team to do it for us. So no monkey exists on our back, man. I understand it, but yeah, we wanted to come and show them that, you know, what happened in 18, it shouldn't have happened, you know. But well-coached team they are over there. So, you know, we have a lot of respect for the program and what those men are able to accomplish over there. And those young men, like I said, this is the game that we wanted.
Coach, on your first drive, you guys picked up 4 yards, and then on your next 5 drives, I have you with almost 300 yards. How are you guys able to score so consistently after that first drive, after going 3 and out?
Special group of young men. They are well coached, they buy into it, and then they go out there and flat out execute. It's hard to stop these guys. I mean, if you want to put all the attention on this young man right here, Ty, you know, then you got somebody else that's going to burn you up. If you want to put all the attention on Jordan, you got another receiver that's going to attack you. Your quarterback, Nolan, takes care of business. Jayden Easley showed today that he was able to come in and take care of business. That is a reflection of the coaching staff first, but these young men's buy-in.
You guys defensively talked about your defensive line, and you guys certainly were stopping the run all day long, but even against the pass later, he connected for a couple of long passes early, but then I had 4 or 5 passes for 1 yard, 0 yards, -1 yards. How were you guys able to get it done against the run and the pass tonight? Mychal or whoever?
Mainly was, if we didn't get in the backfield with the sack, our main goal was like, just get back and get to the ball as fast as possible and stop them from getting extra yards.
Yeah, if we didn't get to him, our DBs were gonna break the pass up.
We just trust one another and know that we know our DBs got our back and we got our DBs back. We just work as a cohesive unit.
Ty, Heritage's defense was pretty consistent over the season. Struggled against a few really good teams, but pretty consistent. What were you seeing out there? Because you weren't having too many problems.
See, I feel like what the other teams didn't have that I have is my O-line. Best O-line in the state. So I trusted them, I traded to it, and it broke when it came.
Coach, when did the plan come in to get Nolan that knee, to get that last knee?
He actually reached out to me, was it Thursday? He reached out to me on Thursday. The first thing I'm thinking about is his health, of course, and I love the idea as long as he could handle it. I wanted to go out there and block for him myself because I wanted to make sure my boy was going to be okay. But we trust those guys, and all of these young men, you know, they took hold of that challenge to make sure that he could do it. So it was a beautiful moment. I'll never forget that. I don't care what else we accomplish moving forward. That is a moment that I will never forget. That's something that you see on the movies, man. It was a beautiful moment.
Talk about your team getting you out there, Nolan, for that final kneel down.
All week I was telling Jayden, telling all the guys, like, I got the job, I believe in y'all, y'all can get the job done, and then they just executed and was able to get me in the game. It was a great feeling.
Jordan, how about the pick that you had in the third quarter? You guys did give up a score there by fumbling the ball to open the third quarter, but then you guys come back defensively and still don't let them do much of anything else. Tell me about that one play in particular for you, because you'd also had a couple penalties right before that too.
Yeah, about that. The penalties was mainly emotional. The game was getting intense, and I mainly just let that take over, and I went over aggressive. But then, before that pick, I dropped one. So that was already messing my head up. And then once they did that real route and I got a second opportunity, I just made sure I wasn't dropping this one. And then I took it back.
For all of you guys, was there any concern when you get the big lead of having any type of letdown at all?
Nah.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
How come? How come?
I feel like it's the bond we got. I feel like once we come together, nobody can stop us. So it's like that.
I'll say this, we've played a great brand of football all year. You know, defensively, statistically, we're the best defense in the state. There's no doubt about it. We have been that from day one. But then offensively, I mean, you look at that phase of the game, these guys, we put numbers up, and we're extremely electric. You know, so we weren't worried. We knew coming out that Heritage was going to make some adjustments. That's the name of the game, you know, and so we talked to those guys about that. We made some subtle adjustments ourselves, but it was a character check second half. That's all it was. So the guys bowed their neck. We've been challenged before, which helps us from down in the 757. You know, we face some great teams that prepare you for these moments. And, you know, so we fell on that experience. And these seniors, I'll say this junior right here, but these guys, man, they came together like Ty said, and they made sure that they finished strong.
Mychal, talk a little bit
it felt good getting this one back. I can just get my ring to Josiah when I see him.
And Jordan, why do you think this program is able to kind of keep reinventing itself year after year and win multiple state championships?
This program will always be well coached. Coach Blunt, from the start, since he started here, he's made a statement and basically put his foot down on the whole program and changed everything. So we appreciate him for that, and the rest of the coaching staff that's came out and helped out with us.
And Coach, for you along that same line, what did you learn playing for and coaching with Bill D, and then coaching with Stan Sexton?
And structure.
The guys who had those multiple.
Structure, organization, those things are important. I mean, first and foremost, how to get a group of young men to believe in one another first, and then buy into what you were selling. It's important. It's extremely important. And as long as they do that, and that's what, in my opinion, has been the shift. The shift has been the buy-in from the guys. We didn't have to make many adjustments as far as our approach as a coaching staff. Our approach was our approach. These kids, when you decide to do it the right way, in the hallways in school, outside of school, when you buy into those little things, the field will take care of itself. And that's been the biggest thing.